Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. Here's Vladimir Klitschko. He's a big 198 centimeter tall heavyweight with a reach of a whopping 206 centimeters. Up against them, Larry Holmes, 6'3" tall, weighed in at 226 pounds, and has an 81-inch reach.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Kyiv, Ukraine, here is the Olympic gold medalist, the longtime unified heavyweight champion of the world, known as Dr. Steelhammer, Vladimir Klitschko. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Easton, Pennsylvania, here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to get it on, this is when it gets stupid.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Oh, a stiff jab. Punch, counter punch. That jab doesn't score. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Jab not finding its target. Jab does not score. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
Here we go for round two. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
hard. I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's bombs away. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That hook just can't find the target. Misses with the jab. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Needs a knockout with that.
Don't want to lose this fight, do you?
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small. Put him on the back foot, put him under pressure.
Catch and shoot. He did not take that well at all, Klitschko. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Hook misses. Missing with the left hook. And that hook misses. There's a counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Feel good? Good man, good man. Basics. Get you rhythm.
On to the fourth we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Nice counter shot. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
body home with that hook. Jab misses. And he scores with the counter. Just misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute...
Completely. Come on.
Time for the fifth round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
They exchange punches. This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Don't want to trade shots. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Here we go in the sixth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Beautiful counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Just missed with that jab. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here.
Get your mind back.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Couldn't land that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Can't find a home with that jab. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Neither fighter willing to slow down. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Nice counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? We wanted action, and they are giving us action. He missed with that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take the round.
Good work. Now that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good.
Have you got complacent?
And we enter the 9th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
straight right just misses. That jab won't score. Throws the jab but does not score. That counter shot lands. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The perfect counter lands. Good idea with that counter, but defended well. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And he misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Tougher fight, and he's going to become great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
And there's the bell for round 10. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Good counter punching. It's all offense all the time. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to turn the tables.
Don't worry about that round.
That's start 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That right hook catching air. Those counter punches have to hurt. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Swing and a miss for that jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world.
Whoa, Johnny! Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. The legend Klitschko is on the canvas. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're okay.
Let's talk about Klitschko in that.
He started to make mistakes.
On to the 12th. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Only catching air with that hook. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tail of the tape. The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. He is a southpaw, stands at 6'2" tall, and he's got a reach of 75 inches. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 78.9 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
The Magic Man, Antonio Tarver. Of course, you remember him for what he did to Roy Jones Jr. He is the former multi-time light heavyweight champion of the world. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
The fighters are in the ring. It's time for the official introductions. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout,
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth.
All right.
Heaven on earth.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. No defense for that hook. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally, they're about to go at it in the ring.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
There's an uppercut, a big uppercut, and his knees buckled that time. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Lucky that hook didn't score. No rest for the weary. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counter punchers, my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Fight that round, that's his round. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
Job. Get back out there and win the round. Get your mind back on.
That's beautiful. I say, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so he can't figure out where it went. Just the same again. Don't change too much.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. Both men step back for just a moment. counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't let back into the fight.
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? Get back out there and
Mark, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget
trying to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused.
Good work. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Just the same again.
And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Counter punch. Swing and a miss with the hook. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. Antonio Tarver's in big trouble. Antonio Tarver crushes to the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the...
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, that one caught Tarver clean, and he might go... And Tarver crumbles to the canvas. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your blood.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down? So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped. On to the 4th we go. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
It's stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from the... These two. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missed with that hook. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. It's bombs away. How about that time counter shot? Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Tarver in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Leaves us boxing back together.
And there's the bell for round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Whoa, wait a minute! Can you believe it? Roy Jones Pensacola's finest is down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused.
On to the 6th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast the...
Oh my God, Johnny! Tarver in some serious trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee. Oh my word, down goes RJJ. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.
Another down. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain on my feet, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Throwing out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my aim just begun. Another one last time please ya. Nah, I ain't live to please ya. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst of the guess what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where I blend. Off in the back where yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off in the back where another one, another one, another one.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good work. You was thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget...
Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Good work.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. You all right? One, two, three, 4, 5. Can you continue?
Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking at everyone.
Let's do it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. It's Delphine Pursoon. She stands 5 foot 8 inches tall with a reach of 68 inches. And they'll be facing Sellout.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up.
Introducing first, Delphine Pursoon, who won the female lightweight title in 2012 and hasn't looked back. Up against them, Sellout from Italy.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is...
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a... And that's the opening bell, round one. That jab doesn't score. That counter shot lands. Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Delphine Pursoon hits the canvas. She never saw that punch coming. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
They exchange punches. Blocks that left hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy and... Whoa, wait a minute! Stumbling around in potholes, in serious trouble. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response.
There's the bell for round two. Desperate times call for desperate measures, Johnny. She just got dropped in that last round. Got to hold that thought. The referee ripped, and down goes Sellout. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's not forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
They block the hook. Perfect counter shot. They block the uppercut. What a nightmare scenario! And sellout has been dropped. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
That's lights out right there.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
Another one, another down. All damn, just what have I become? No chance, I'm still what they waiting for. No brain on stage, been here before. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Feel not the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. Speed down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been in before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun, I think my aim just begun. Another one last time please ya. Nah, I ain't live to please ya. Ain't got no plans to be through with this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool, nah, I'm just trying to be true. But all I do is see blue, at least the 10 in my room. Feel like it's trying to consume, but I'm just days to refuse. Or maybe make it out soon. I assume that my doom ain't the worst to be guessed what my purpose is. Start my verse, then I fall when the curtain ends. When the curtain ends, yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off from the back where I blend. Off from the back where I... Yeah, it's just back to pretend. Yeah, it's just back in the bins. Yeah, it's just back in my ends. Off from the back where I... Another one, another one, another one.
And here we are at Cambrian Hall as the giant chandelier provides light for what should be a fantastic showdown. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. And introducing first, it's Clarissa Shields, one of the greatest to ever do it. She's 5'8" with a reach of 68.1 inches. And she'll be facing Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She weighed in at 67 kilos. She stands 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 165.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
It's Clarissa Shields, one of the greatest to ever do it, the greatest woman fighter of all time, or so she says. Hard to argue when you look at her decorated career. Natasha Jonas, Miss GB. She fights out of Liverpool, UK, and won the WBO junior middleweight title in February of 2022.
Look at this. These fights are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Flint, Michigan, she is a 3-division, undisputed champion of the world, Clarissa Shields. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Liverpool, England, here is the 5-time champion at 64 kilograms, a 2-time world title challenger, introducing Natasha Jonas.
So much hype surrounding this fight, and now it is go time.
You can't beat a good old-fashioned rivalry. When there's guts, when there's feeling, when there's heart involved, that's when you get a good fight.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The jab doesn't quite connect. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Good counter shot by her. Just missed with that hook. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this tub, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whisper in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. She catches and counters. So much firepower here. Throws the jab but does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shields in that last round. Well, the corner can't...